Welcome back. My guest is former Ambassador Julian Hunt. Talk to me.
Yes, good night, Rick, and good night, Mr. Hunt.
Good night.
Okay. It appears to me that quite a number of our citizens are being educated in Cuba under the Labour government. I was just wondering whether those degrees have been accepted in places like the U.S. and elsewhere.
As far as I'm aware, yes. As to how the U.S. probably treats any degrees or anything as it relates to Cuba is another matter.
Policy.
But as it relates to Europe and so on and other parts of the world, of course, a lot of people who, particularly in medicine and so on, usually do their internship and so on
in the
States. And so
how does America treat other degrees, like from the region, other qualifications?
It is accepted. It's the same, but of course, a degree in the United States is, it's a dime a dozen, more or less.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that it, Carl?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you very much. Yeah. I was saying earlier on that it's ironic or coincidental that for once you're going to have two people running for the same seat who have sports backgrounds.
Yeah.
I would assume yours is a little more extended, but then you're older than the guy.
Yes.
You want to talk about it?
No, I think he...
All right. Talk to me.
Yes, good night.
Hi.
I want to tell Mr. Julian Hunt, I am so thankful that he's back in the Moshi area. I am very pleased for knowing that he's back in my constituency because he has done a lot for my constituency. Thank you very much.
Carla.
Yes.
Let me ask you a rough question, okay?
Yes.
You laughing? Because you all come there and just powder up my guest instead of asking him a question. So I'll ask you a question. Ask you?
Yes.
So how did this man lose his deposit in 97 then?
He did not lose his deposit by us.
Oh, that's a great answer. Thank you very much. Great answer.
He did not, and he knows better.
Okay.
The Moshi constituency, he knows that.
Thanks a lot, caller.
You're welcome.
Thank you. That's a good answer.
Yeah.
That's what I think I've got. She said you may have lost the deposit, but not from Moshi. Yeah. I've always it's always bothered me that sports is so neglected. Oh boy. Talk to me.
Yes. Good night to Mr. Hunt and also
Good night.
Mr. Rick.
Hi.
Mr. Hunt, there's something I want to ask you. During your time as former president of the General Assembly, did you negotiate on the behalf of farmers on the island of St. Lucia, and also how impossible it is for St. Lucian farmers to sell bananas on the American market? I would like to find out some information about
Well, it's a kind of job
Thank you.
it's a kind of job that you couldn't negotiate for farmers. Although I was minister and president, my main responsibility then was the management of the UN General Assembly and all that went with it. I had to have a cabinet and one thing after another. So that what I was doing, in fact, during that time, there were over 300 resolutions that were passed. So that you negotiate more resolutions on all sorts of subjects, as opposed to the subject matter of thing. That is left more to bilaterals between St. Lucia and whatever government, Latin America, Caribbean, what have you. I found the bananas, the Latin American bananas in New York, really and truly appalling. It is difficult. It tastes like chalk to me. And often wish, because I eat at least a banana a day. It's difficult for us to get our bananas to the United States because of the transportation. How do we get them?
What's the future of bananas, quickly? Is there any future in bananas?
There is a future.
Caller, please.
There is a future. I think the fair trade and things of that sort, we have to, in fact, produce more on.
So you can see things being improved upon?
I can see it being improved. I still see it as a vital aspect of the economy of this country.
Talk to me.
Good night, Rick.
Hi.
And good night, Mr. Julian Hunt.
Good night. Good night.
Rick, just before I ask my question, to Mr. Hunt. I just want to say that that unlike other people in the society, I think there are a lot of topics or a lot of issues discussed at meetings generally, I think. But what I think is happening, Rick, at the media, I think, choose some of the most trivial matters to, of course, to bring to light.
So where they get that from then?
Hello?
So where they get the trivial matters from?
Well, I mean, in any gathering, people speak.
Well, caller, what I'm saying to you, caller,
So
is
I am saying, why the media? I'm saying the media, because I sure in the States have a lot of nonsense as well. But the media should select the issues. Media should select the issues to discuss it, because certain things, of course, the politician mentioned, and the media just.
give me an example of one of those trivial things.
Well,